Hey guys, Sheila here from Mediavandals. Today is going to be a mailbag day. And the reason why I'm calling it a mailbag day is because some of our viewers have actually been asking us a few questions that they'd like us to talk about on our videos. So today's question comes from @RyanTayTay78. And RyanTayTay78 asks, can you give us some information on how to work from home? And yes, Ryan, I can answer that question. I have been working from home for years. We do have a physical shared office space that we use for meetings, but being a creative agency, we are what's known as a fluid agency, and that means we don't need a physical space to work because everything we do is virtual. So my entire team works from their homes, and it makes for a better experience for all of them because they are very comfortable. They get up, they're in a space that they can decorate their own way and be creative, and happier employees lead to better work. Now, when I first started working from home, it would have been 10 years ago. And I had just started this agency. It was just me. I was doing everything. I had never worked from home before. I had never experienced that. I had always had a 9-to-5 job, which meant I would get up at a specific time every day, take a shower, have breakfast, get in the car, go to work, sit at my work desk until, checkout time, which would be 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock or whatever it was. And then I'd get in my car and come home. And at the end of the day, that was it. I didn't think about work anymore. I had a very structured life. When I wasn't on the clock, I wasn't on the clock. That was now my time. So when I finally left my job and started this agency, I wasn't really sure how to go about doing that because it's not something that they teach you in design school or college or anything. School will teach you all the things about accounting and Photoshop and tools that you need for work, but what they don't teach you in school, how to start an agency, how to structure your day, how to run a business, how to find an accountant. They teach you the technical side of the industry, but they don't teach you the actual ins and outs of day-to-day business, these life skills that you need in order to run your own business. So when I started this agency, I had a laptop and a desktop. I set up a desk inside my bedroom. At the time, I was a lot younger. I had a huge room in a shared house. It was like 10 feet by 21 feet. So I had my bed at one side with a TV. On the other side, I had a desk. And I found myself sleeping in until 11 or 12. And then I'd get up and I'd have my laptop on my lap and I'd be working away. Gave out my cell phone number to anybody who was interested in getting a website done. I didn't really have any structure, so I'd be working until 10 or 11 at night, still be sitting in bed, never use the desk. Clients would be calling my cell phone at 11 o'clock at night because they'd think of something, I'm sitting up working. So if they think of something, then obviously I'm gonna answer my phone, right? It's money coming in. I'd answer the phone, I'd be up working, and then because I was up working all night, I'd sleep in all day, and then I'd get up the next day and I'd do it again. This job that I loved, that I had tried to turn into a career and create an agency out of, I had all of these big dreams of building this massive agency and then selling it for millions of dollars and I'd be able to retire. But I was literally working myself to the bone for peanuts, taking on every single thing I could get. If somebody wanted their website done tomorrow, I would stay up all night building to get it done. I didn't know how to say no, and I had no structure. And this thing that I loved, within 6 months, I was burnt out and hated it. It took me a little bit to realize when you work from home, you need to keep the structure that you have of going to the office every day. Waking up in the morning, having your breakfast and your shower, and getting in your car and just driving around the block, as silly as that sounds, you are used to that structure. So by doing that, you are putting yourself in the mindset of it's time to go to work. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you is you shouldn't be working from a kitchen table or the couch or some sort of common room in your house. One thing I learned very quickly is to separate work from home. In this house, this room that I'm in right now, this is my office, and I've picked a room that has 2 full walls of windows. I'm not stuck in a dark room. It keeps me energized and happy. I can watch the cats playing in the yard. I can watch squirrels running by. I see the nice green outside. I get the sunshine. It's great. You're going to start your day by waking up at the same time every day. Now, when you start working from home, you're going to want to sleep in. It's just going to happen. You don't have anyone telling you what to do. The bed is just so damn comfortable, and you are now your own boss. Even if you still work for someone else and you are working from home because of COVID, you know that if you sleep in a little bit and you don't get to the phone when it rings, it's just really easy to say, oh, I was on another call, or I didn't hear the phone because I was wrapped up in work. It's really easy, and this is where discipline comes in. Putting a structure in place and following that structure that you used to have at your day job is very important. So if you had a day job and you used to get up at 7 a.m., take a shower, have breakfast, and then get ready for work, even though you're working from home, it is very, very important that you continue that structure. If you're starting your own business, and your business doesn't open till 9 and you want to sleep in that little bit extra, it's still continue a structure. Whether it's instead of getting up at 7, you're getting up at 8, you can do that, but still continue that structure of getting up at 8, take a shower, get dressed, go have your breakfast. By doing that, you're putting your mind into that frame of now it's time to start work. So then the next thing is don't work from common areas in your house. And I know it's going to be tempting to go sit at the kitchen table, or to go sit in the living room in front of the TV, or to even prop your laptop up in bed. But you want to avoid doing this because, for one, again, it's a frame of mind. If you are in a common room in your house, you're going to be distracted by 1,000 other things. You're going to put your laptop down for a second and think, oh, I'm in the kitchen, I'm just gonna grab a snack. I'm on the couch in the living room, just gonna check the sports scores just for a second. So you wanna avoid doing that, but it's also a common area of the house. So anyone else that is in your house at that time, they're not gonna think, oh, you're working, I should stay out of that room. It's a highly used room. So they're going to be walking in and out of the kitchen. They're going to be sitting on the couch beside you, flipping through TV channels, talking on the phone. And all of that becomes a very big distraction, and it makes it more difficult to get your work done. Common areas, big no. Stay out of common areas. Whether you take an old bedroom or a room in your basement or a den or some spot in your house that isn't highly used, or you happen to have a room that is perfect for it, you're going to want to set up an office, but not only set up an office, you're going to want to set up an office with a door. And the reason why you want to set up an office with a door, because the next thing you're going to do is tell your family, if that door is closed, I'm working, don't bother me. Because if that door is closed, that means you are either on a phone call with a client, you're on a Zoom chat, or you're fully immersed in what you're doing. And anyone that comes through that door is now going to interrupt and distract that phone call, that Zoom chat, or that work that you are fully immersed in. Big thing, office with a door, whether it's a bedroom or the basement, make sure you have that door. The other thing you want to do is set your business hours. What I do at home, and again, this took me a really long time to realize and to actually put that structure in place, is we've set our business hours to be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And sometimes in the summer we'll change that from 10 to 4, depending on how busy we are around here. What that is again, it's that structure and that discipline of treat this like a real job. Because when you start your own business, it's not really a job, but if you treat it like a job, you will find that your work-home balance is so much better. At 9 a.m., I'm in this office with this laptop on, working. At 5 p.m., unless I'm under a deadline, this laptop gets closed, I go out that door, and I am out of this office for the rest of the night. If I want to get away, if I want to read a book, if I want to do whatever, I'll do it in another room in the house. But this room is for work. By doing that, it gets you in the mindset that this is a place where business happens. Having that separation from your work life and your home life. And once you leave this office, don't bring your work with you to family. That's family time. Key takeaways from this video. Number one, keep a routine. Pick a time, Monday to Friday, that you're going to get out of bed and stick to that time. I know it's going to be hard at first. Once you get that discipline and that structure, it's going to make a world of difference. So whether it's getting out of bed at 8 a.m., take a shower, have breakfast. If you need to, get in your car, drive around the block, come back, start work. Number two, pick a spot that you will use as your office and make sure you have that door. Close that door if you need to do something that requires all your focus, and let your family know when that door is closed, don't come in, because business is happening and it should be treated like an office. And number three, stick to that 9 to 5 routine or whatever you've set your business hours to be. The end of the day comes, close that laptop, leave that office. That office is now off limits, which is number 4. That office is only for business. If you need a gaming room or something, use another spot of the house. Office is for business. The rest of the house is for family life. So that's our video for today. At Ryan Tate 78. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If anyone else has a question that they'd like me to answer on video, leave it down in the comments below. Let us know in the comments any tips or hacks that you have for working at home, or what your experience has been. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Cheers.